Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Michael's Corner. Tonight, I will be interviewing a special wrestler that has been watching my episodes of Michael's Corner. His name is Jordan Kross. And he has been begging and pleading with me to be on my show tonight. So I said, you know what? What the hell? This kid deserves to be on my show. But before I invite him to my live stream, I would like to give some shout outs to a couple of people. Now, I want to give a shout out to my friends at State Pro Wrestling. And you can follow them on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Patreon. I like to give a shout out to my friends at Wrestle Talk Podcasts, and you can follow them on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And I want to give a shout out to Discuss Pro Wrestling. They have a Facebook group page that you can go to. So send them your group invitation to be a member of their group, and that's where I post all my content and whatnot. And my final shout out that I want to give out to is the Asylum Wrestling Store. And you can follow them on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. So, let's not waste any more time. Let's bring in Jordan Kross.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going, Michael?
Good. How are you doing?
Living the dream, my man.
That's good. That's good to hear. Um, I was telling everyone that you've been watching a lot of my episodes of Michael's Corner,
That's true.
and you want to be on my show, so I'm giving you the platform and whatnot. So
hmm
now I have 6 questions that I'm
Okay.
going to ask you. So let's not waste any more time.
All
All right.
right.
So my first question to you is, how did you get your start in wrestling?
My start in wrestling, I think, was inevitable. My father's been a wrestler for over 20 years in the Midwest. His name's Ryan Kross, and in 2017, he had talked about ending his career, just walking away, happy with what he had done. And at that point, I kind of decided I wanted to be a wrestler. Which kept him in it. And then when I started training, it really gave us another thing to bond over. So that was the start. And ever since then, I've just fallen in love with wrestling.
Okay. So my next question is, you have some upcoming wrestling shows that you're booked. Would you care to share which shows that you're going to be at in the upcoming weeks so
Uh,
that fans can, fans can see you wrestle and whatnot?
so November 5th, I'm in Merrill, Wisconsin for Great Lakes Championship Wrestling. December 10th, I'm in Chicago for Fusion Wrestling. December 11th, I'm in Green Bay, Wisconsin for Ragin' Pro Wrestling, RPW. And then December 12th, I'll be back in Chicago for Warrior Wrestling.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. And where are you from?
I am located in Kenosha, Wisconsin, but I've trained in Milwaukee and Chicago, just kind of bouncing around schools to learn how to wrestle.
Oh, okay. All right. And my next question to you is, who makes your wrestling gear?
My wrestling gear, my short trunks were made by Paulie Tomaselli, and my most recent tights were made by Show Off Inc. They're on Instagram at Trim Suits by Show Off. Both do amazing work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you know who also makes wrestling gear
Who?
is this wrestler by the name of Craven Knight. He also makes good wrestling gear. You
I've seen
know.
some of his work. He has done some amazing gear, and he does gear for a lot of my friends, actually.
Hmm. So I highly recommend that you know, get in touch with him on social media and whatnot because he makes wrestling gear, you know, good
Absolutely.
wrestling gear. So if you ever looking for someone, to make your gear and whatnot, that's the man you should go to.
I will keep that in consideration.
Hmm. So my next question is, if it were up to you, who would you like to face in the ring next?
Um, you want one, or do you want like a top three, top five?
Give me the first top three, and then if
Okay.
you have any other other wrestlers you want to add, that'll be fine too.
Okay. Hmm. Number one would probably be Alex Shelley.
Okay.
He's of the Motor City Machine Guns. He's been one of my favorites to watch lately. Um, Darby Allin, because I get compared to him a lot, I think would be a fun match. And then let's see, number three. Um, Maybe Brian Cage would be cool.
Ooh, yes. Brian Cage he's a freaking monster.
Yes,
I
he is.
mean, yeah, I mean, he's a machine. He is killing it in AEW.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, yeah. But who I would love to see you face in the ring if
Who?
it were up if I would love to see you face Garrison Creed. Now
I
Garrison Creed, he's also this is him right here in my poster. So
I have faced
Garrison Creed.
Garrison Creed in the past.
You did?
So I wrestled him at Warrior Wrestling last year, and then I actually was in a four-way scramble match with him a couple weeks ago down at Berwyn Championship Wrestling.
Okay, wow. I didn't know that you had a match against with him.
And then my father is taking on Garrison Creed December 11th in Green Bay for RPW. And I
Oh
think
wow.
Garrison's got his hands full with that one. Garrison might want to train a little harder to get ready for that.
Yeah, he has to train a little harder.
Yes, he does.
Mhm. Um Also, I also talk about this wrestler, a few minutes ago, but I would love for you to step in the ring against with Craven Knight.
That could be cool. I think I'm going to see him tomorrow at MAW. I've never actually met him, so it'll be good to meet him in person.
Oh, are you gonna be at MAW tomorrow? I didn't
Uh,
know about this.
Possibly.
Oh, Michael's corner first.
That is true.
Oh, so okay, now have you heard about Midwest All Star Wrestling? Right.
I have. Yes.
What do you think about that wrestling organization?
I think they put on great shows, and I think that the fans definitely get their uh, get their worth out of the shows. They put on great shows, great talent. I think all around well run.
You know, I've been wanting to meet you like in person. So like, if you're ever in Minnesota or whatnot, let me know because Midwest All Star Wrestling, I love going to their group, love going to their shows. I spend like maybe hundreds of dollars, you know, going going to and from their shows. And I mean, they put on great shows. And now that they partner up with Fright TV, so in case like if you can't make it to their shows, you can watch it on Fright TV, which which is pretty cool and amazing. So
Mm-hmm.
so hopefully, and speaking of MAW, November 13th, I believe, they're having the biggest wrestling show of the year, Grand Slam 3.
Was that the one with Kurt Angle?
Yes,
I saw
yes,
that flyer.
yes, it's going to be a big show. And wow, and, I'm so excited about that. I've been talking about it ever since it was even announced. Now, it was originally supposed to take place last year, but due to the COVID,
Mm-hmm.
it has been it had to be pushed back, you know.
Okay. Well, at least it's happening now.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe like down the road, you can be at MAW,
Hopefully.
shows because yeah. And you know what the funny thing is? I
Hmm.
never seen you wrestle. I
No,
never
probably.
seen you wrestle.
Well,
So I gotta watch YouTube videos of you wrestle.
yeah, there's a few on there.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God. But I think it's the first time I invited someone on Michael's Corner um that I haven't seen any wrestle. I haven't seen you wrestle. So this is probably the
How
first
do you
time
know I
I've
even
invited
wrestle?
you. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to do my little homework tonight.
There you go.
So, well, my next question to you is this. When you're not wrestling, what does Jordan Kross likes to do on his free time?
My free time is spent typically at the gym, or I've recently liked going to local punk rock shows. Kind of fits my character of the punk rock prince that's not really a character anymore.
Oh, you know what? I could tell when I was promoting my upcoming, promoting this episode of Michael's Corner,
Mm-hmm.
I chose the very clean photo, the photo you posted on Instagram. I
Mm-hmm.
said, you know what? I'm gonna choose that because that's your cleanest photo,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. And I actually put my new local on your on that photo.
I saw that you got rid of the peacock logo.
Damn right. I was getting sick of it. And I decided to go to the butterfly image.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, Jordan, I got a lot of great feedback off of that.
Good. It looks great.
Someone commented on it and saying that that is a killer. I mean, that's some killer, colors that you have. Because blue is my favorite color.
Mm-hmm.
So anything, I like anything blue.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So yeah, I thought, I got great feedback off that new logo, and the lettering, the lettering that I did,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I did.
Oh
I
wow.
So
Nice.
the butterfly thing, I got that off of Google, and I just did the lettering, and
Nice.
everybody loved it.
Very good.
I, yep, and I kept the MC logo on it as well. So now, my next question to you is this: Are are you into video games or not?
Not really. I haven't really had time for video games lately.
I'm glad that you said that. Yeah, because the reason why I asked is because I am a huge gamer.
Okay.
I'm a huge gamer. I've been playing nothing but wrestling, but I do have some non-wrestling video games like NBA 2K, 20,
Mm-hmm.
21, and 22. I got NBA Live 19, I believe.
Oh wow.
I got Mortal Kombat,
Nice.
and I got the UFC 2 and 4.
Very cool.
And the console that I have is PlayStation 4. But
Nice.
spoiler alert, I might be getting PlayStation 5 because I heard I heard that they're in stock.
Really?
hmm
Oh, you better cut this short and go grab one.
Yeah, I have to go online. I have to
Okay.
go online because it's not sold in stores because
Ah, I
of
got
the pandemic.
you.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to go online. Like, I don't want to say it on here, but I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to
don't
go
give it away.
online and purchase me one and have it sent to my house. So
That's what you got to do.
yeah, that's what I gotta do. That's what you know. I don't want to have to go Michael Mo on them. When
Don't
I
you go Michael mode.
Yes,
What
let's
happens if you
talk
go
about
Michael mode?
let's talk about that.
I want you to
When
go
I'm at
Michael mode right
wrestling
now.
shows, I like to give the heel wrestlers a hard time. I just
I
feel
I know
Michael
you do.
on me.
We need to get Michael mode T-shirts.
You know something? I That's been in my head for the last 2 years
You know
before
what?
the
They should
pandemic.
have happened 3 years ago.
Yes, I was going to do it. I was going to do it, but then this goddamn pandemic hit and it had canceled everything. And I
Oh
mean
well,
everything.
yes, it did.
So that is a great idea.
I think.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
I will get on that. I'm not going to tell you which day I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Now, I gotta give you another spoiler alert.
Man, that's a lot of spoilers.
Yeah, but I don't want to spill too many beans.
All
But I'm
right,
gonna
go on.
give you one more.
Okay, one more.
Sometime next month, I'm gonna do a special episode of Michael's Corner where I show everyone my wrestling action figure collection as well as all the shirts that I brought from the wrestlers.
Are you serious?
I am dead serious. It will
Uh,
probably be a 2 or 3 part episode. and that'll be happening either next month or in December.
There you go. I think that should be your Christmas special.
Yes, and actually, that the wrestler by the name of P.D. Brown
Hmm.
suggested that I should do an episode where I show everyone my wrestling action figure collection and all the shirts that I brought from the wrestling.
You should do a part one with the collection and a part two of you going Michael mode on some heel wrestlers.
Well, I'm gonna do that at wrestling shows.
There you go.
I
You better
do
film
be
it.
filming. I do be filming some of the wrestling action, and boy, you can hear me in the background,
What do you
just
do?
cackling.
Um, I've just gotten word that if you are interested, a viewer of the show will buy your ticket to MAW's Nerdin' Out Con tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. I wish I was there tomorrow, but unfortunately,
Otherwise, go to CSW in Chicago. If you can make your way down there, ask for Steve Boz, and he'll make it work for you.
oh, okay, that works. But like I said, I'm not doing any traveling out of state right now.
Yes,
I
because
want
the
to wait.
goddamn pandemic.
Yes, I want to wait until this pandemic at least slows
Absolutely.
down. But I did get vaccinated, but I'm still taking some precautions. So hopefully I want to see how this Delta variant will react because
I don't think it's.
nowadays it's gotten cold, and you know that coronavirus likes the cold.
Well, you know what the coronavirus can't stand up to? Michael mode.
Oh my God! Well, even Michael Mo. Oh God! I tell you
Michael
that
mode versus COVID-19 at a show near you.
she's a she's a freaking witch. Oh, I'm telling you. Everybody wishes that this virus will go away so that we can go back to doing the things that we love. And I'll be so glad when this max mandate is over, so that after when it's all this is over, I'm freaking I'm freaking making plans to go out of state. And in fact, that will be my first thing I'm going to do. I'm gonna be in Chicago for that wrestling show. If Jordan Kross is around,
There you go.
that's right. Because I want people in Chi-Town to know who Michael Mo is.
I'm sure you'll make that happen.
Oh well I'm on well, you can tell you can spread the word when you go to your wrestling shows, you can spread the word to, everyone. Make sure that, you follow my man, Michael Pam. And he has a YouTube channel, Michael's Wrestling Channel. But so far, I have about pretty much 709 subscribers.
You have more subscribers than I do.
Way more.
Yep, way more.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and my goal is to probably get to 730.
I mean, that'll happen sooner than later, especially once you take on Chi-Town.
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. So hey, I've been to Rice Lake. I've been to Rice Lake, Wisconsin. They
Hmm.
know who I am.
I'm sure they
I've
do.
been oh I've been into I've been all over Minnesota.
Oh, I
So
know
they
you have.
know who Michael Pam is.
Mm-hmm.
They know who I am. So, yeah, I will be making some serious plans of going to wrestling shows out of state. because I got a feeling if I go to wrestling shows out of state, then I'll get the more reviews, and then and probably doing some interviewing the wrestlers who I
Hmm.
who I don't know.
Okay.
That's be good because I've been inviting a lot of wrestlers on Michael's Corner that I haven't seen, you know, who I haven't seen or heard from. So
Hmm.
actually, I interviewed this one woman wrestler named Jessie Bell, and
Okay.
she's a wild women of wrestling, and she used to be in Ohio Valley Wrestling. I
Okay.
interviewed her not too long ago. That
Nice.
was good. I was actually late for that. I was like, oh no,
That's not good.
oh man, she took me to school. Oh, so yeah. So I'm glad that now you know what Michael Mo is all about.
I'm glad I know now.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I tell these wrestlers, just don't give me a hard time. I said, just give me in fact, give me a hard time. Because if you give me a hard time, I tell you what, you better give it right back to me,
That's the
or
only way
you,
to counter Michael mode.
yeah, yeah. hmm
Someone
So,
just asked, "What's Michael mode?" They missed it. I suggest they watch the replay later.
yeah, watch the
That's
replay.
watch the replay.
It's gonna be on YouTube anyways.
Hmm.
And you know, this Instagram page that I have right now, it's kind of like my private Instagram.
Okay.
Um, so once I'm done doing this live stream, holy shit, I'm gonna
Yep.
have to set it to public in order for me to so I can download the episode, then do some editing, and then post it on YouTube.
There you go.
I am a video content creator,
Yes, you are.
and I got the best damn phone in town.
I know you do.
Yes, I do.
All
So,
right.
anyways, do you have any advice on anybody who wants to be a wrestler?
Um, my first piece of advice was the advice I got, which would be to make sure you're physically in great shape before you step in a ring. Make sure you're in the gym every day, and
hmm
then just give it all you got. Make sure you go to a good school. Um, Train with people that are well known and reputable, and give it your all.
Yeah, and also too, I and when if you are planning on becoming a pro wrestler, you gotta get used to constructive criticism.
Yes, you do. Lots of constructive criticism.
Yeah, and also you gotta get used to the fans, the internet on social media because
Absolutely.
fans will give you some constructive criticism as well.
Yes, they will.
So you gotta learn how to deal with that because if you can't handle all that pressure, then you shouldn't be in the wrestling business.
Nope, you got to be
Yeah,
ready for Michael mode.
you gotta be. Yep, that's how I got my start. Now I'm not a wrestler, and that's fine.
That is
But
correct.
I have done some things within the wrestling community over the last since 2011, February of 2011 is when I started going to independent pro wrestling shows. Then as the months went on, I was taking photos of the wrestling shows. And then later on I started filming some of the wrestling action because I didn't know that my smart I can actually record on my older smartphone.
There you go.
So I did that. Then in May of 2013 is when I got my start as an interviewer. I
Okay.
interviewed some of the wrestlers, and
That's
ever since then, I've been I've been so wonderful at interviewing people,
mm-hmm.
and I grew. Yes, I made some mistakes, but I learned from them.
That's
I
what you got to do.
also and also Jordan, I
Mm-hmm.
got my little. I don't know if you can see this, but I got my little notebook.
Mm-hmm.
I write down all the questions that I'm going to ask the wrestlers because one of my good friends, Eric Lockhart, gave
Mm-hmm.
the suggestion that I should write down my questions so
Mm-hmm.
in that way I won't be fumbling during my interviews.
That's a great piece of advice.
Yeah. So I'm giving people advice, whoever wants to interested in, becoming an interviewer or, a backstage interviewer, you know what? Always take notes. Take notes.
That's always take notes.
Yep. And always, like if you want to interview a wrestler,
Mm-hmm.
get, get in contact with that wrestler first before you start
Absolutely.
promoting, stuff online. Because if you just go ahead and just promote your upcoming episode, and the wrestler doesn't know it, game over. You
Yeah,
know,
that's not a good look for anybody.
it's not a good look for you, and it's not good look for anybody. So always, communication is so important.
Yes, it is.
That's my life lesson. Yeah, communication, communication. Okay, before we wrap up this interview, where can wrestling fans follow you on social media?
All social media is the Jordan Kross across the board. Um, and that's about it.
Ooh, that's easy to remember.
Yes, it
Wow.
is. Communication.
That's right. Communication. Well, Jordan, it's such a pleasure to interview you. I know you got a lot of stuff to do, but thank you for doing this with me
Of
tonight.
of course, happy to be here.
Yeah, and if any time you want to be on Michael's Corner, if something comes up, don't hesitate. Let me know,
Absolutely.
and I'll set up my little live stream, and we could do this interview again.
I think I got some wrestlers that I'm going to send your way to get interviewed on Michael's Corner.
Okay.
We got Brother
Yeah.
Doug Simmons. We got Perfection. We got a few wrestlers we could send your way. I'll make sure to put them in contact with
Send
you.
them my way. Have them contact me, or
Absolutely.
have them contact me on Messenger,
Okay.
and then have them send me a follow request on Instagram because
All
I
right.
do be on Instagram a lot now.
All right. Yeah, we got. I could probably send you three right now. I'll be in talks with them.
All right.
It's the communication is key, so we'll make sure to set it up.
All right. Thank you, Jordan. Now, you have a nice night now.
Thank you. You as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye now.
Bye.
Wow. So that was great. You know, I again love doing these episodes because you guys get the opportunity to know the wrestler pretty well. And that's that's reason why Michael's Corner is gonna get bigger every day. So just continue watching my episodes of Michael's Corner and let me know what you want to see next because you never know what's gonna happen on Michael's Corner. Well, I'm gonna wrap this episode up. You guys take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.